Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to a new video. Today I wanted to show you guys something pretty funny. This is a screenshot that I just made, which concludes this one person called OK, and he wrote "sick views, bro," which I really don't care about, and then he posted 4 cringy laughing emotes, which I really don't see necessary in a comment, but and he also said to me, "Toxic boy, ahaha." And I was like, I don't care, mate, about viewers, and aren't you the one who I just fought against, who BM'd me first all the time, have some manners? You sure are bad at the game when you can't even beat Dartling from Glue. And then of course, as a final touch, get fucked for real, real. And then after 30 to 40 minutes, I replied again to this guy and said, or asked this guy, why so silent, bruv? And he never really much comment back, which I am kinda disappointed. If someone wants to be toxic, then you have to be toxic to yourself. Also, I don't know why he flagged his own comment for whatever reason, and that's actually hilarious. So if I go to BTD Battles TV, then we can see that I played a lot of stuff like Blessed Populous, Dragoon, which is also pretty much against this OK person, which is also named YH, and then some Dragoon games, and then of course when I woke up immediately I went to this arena, which was a big mistake because I think I lost like 6 games and won 2 games, which is not really great, but yeah. So also Balloon Boss, I don't know why this guy was so greedy, but I lost to a pretty much a invisible balloon, which was pretty stupid, and I was pretty mad about it. But yeah, here are 2 games, YH and again against YH. We are watching the first game, which is Healy Farm Ice versus myself, who was starting from Blue. If I am correct, I'm most likely gonna be, if I play this game grindy way again, I would probably be like top 5 starting from Blue, if I'm not mistaken. Like, nobody really uses that strategy, unlike me on YouTube. But in game, there are about 5 to 50 people that really use that, but it's not really in high arenas, so I think top 3 is maximum. But yeah, let's go with our first opponent, YH, on Red Balloon with his strategy Healy Farm Ice. So, of course, top 5, speed 5. As you can see, he facepalmed me and he said he was toxic, or I was toxic to him. But I didn't stop facepalming because this guy facepalmed me, and then he's laughing because he's stupid. And I of course knew the outcome, which was of course that I have won the game pretty easily. We'll see later why. This guy was also pretty greedy, which is what I wouldn't recommend, because being greedy with helicopter is not really that necessary, nor is it really viable. As you can see, he leaked a lot of time. And 75 HP is not that great. Then he uses his copy eco, which was pretty stupid. Used his Clue Storm, and I got my BAA right when he got it, and I still defended his Baby Rush, and I got 1-2-1 Dartling and a 2-2 Dartling to defend around 16 AI and his Rush, plus a 0-1 Dartling to defend. Same goes with the Moab. Then I actually started to eco a little bit, and as you can see, I have way more income than this guy. I have over 200 income more than this guy, and he, for whatever reason, sent me a BFP, which is right. I mean, I don't know why you sent me 2 BFPs when you got 2, or not 2, but 1 BIA. I would recommend only sending 1 BIA when possible, 1 Moab and 1 BIA, not BIA, BFP. And that way you should probably be fine against everything else and have a farm lead, which this guy did not have because I defeated his CMG pretty easily, as you can see. Not even a boost, and he sent me another CMG and another his, if you can see it in the left side. I was like, okay, I can just read on and farm on, that's fine by me. I mean, that's pretty stupid if you send me CMGs all the time when I can easily defend them. And then I sent like 1 or 2 PFPs and kept on ecoing a little bit to get more farm advantage. And as you can see, 7 farms. Then I sent 1 CMG, 3 BFPs, and then get on farming. Got a BADs, which is pretty nice for mid to late game when you got no what's it called, the Ray of Doom, which is also pretty pricey. I mean, 7.75k income, or like not 75. That's a little bit too much. I mean, I meant 50k. With that 50k, it's a lot, but I still managed to get it after selling like about 5 farms, got a lot of BIDs, and I still managed to win. I used a damage boost, and I think a last damage boost was necessary, or else I would be dead. Yep, I used my Bat's ability and shredded the CMGs. Then I sent, as a fun joke, a CMG, and he pretty much died to AI, which is kinda hilarious. So this guy pretty much thinks that he is pretty good in this game, talks shit in my comments, and then dies to a freaking AI BFB into a Moab, or maybe even a Moab Children, which was the ceramic. And looks like he did die to ceramic, which is actually hilarious. So I facepalmed all the time, he kept laughing, and I said see ya, and then I went into the next game, and surprisingly, after 5 seconds later, we have found the same person again, and this time I changed my loadout because, of course not loadout, but my power loadout, because I knew he's going to get late game wipes, so I started to get the Big Boon Buster. So let's go and see what this guy has to offer with Ninja Village Ice, but spoiler alert, I have won this game. So, here we go. Times 5, and of course I kept immediately facepalming because this guy is pretty stupid. He died to my Dartling Farm Glue, which is not surprising because a lot of people actually died to my Dartling Farm Glue lately in BFB Arena, Boss Arena, or even a more pit, which is kinda hilarious because I only face off good opponents slash mid opponents, but never those sweaty tryhards that are grinding. Well, I did find some, but I countered them with my glue, which is of course the glue storm. If you don't know, if they use the power lock, you can still use your abilities, which was not possible back in the early days. I think 2019 was the case where, or 20, I don't know, where the power lock also disables the what's it called, ability, but there was a pretty nice glitch or bug with the what's it called, with the PC users. You can use your hotkeys, and that way you can pretty much make the fools that use power lock into a fool pretty much. And it was pretty funny. I used that against Big Mom or Big Mama, and I made a video about it probably, and Big Mama was not that happy and ended up reporting me for whatever reason. I mean, it is a bug abuse, but nowadays people are abusing a lot of strategies with bugs such as glue, which was gladly fixed. And I'm kinda sad because my strategy, spike, ice, glue, kinda not work anymore that much anymore. You have to go for the glue hose, sadly, but it is still possible to get it working. I mean, I'm the owner of that strategy, Boltrix the owner of, I think it was Spike Village Glue or Spike Village Ice, one of those, and he inspired me using that, but I changed that to glue, which was the double slowdown, and that actually works pretty nice if you spam the spike mines and then use the what's it called, the and what's it called again, Spike Storm with the 1-4, which is pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. As you can see, I'm already out farming him with the as well as excuse me, I'm trying to burp, but I'm not, because it's not really that nice if I'm recording and I need to burp, which is pretty not nice, and that wouldn't be a nice video for you guys. And as you can see, already round 55, and I got 2 or 3 rods, and then into all collection of my BAs, I got all the plasmas into the rods, which was pretty decent for the later rounds. I was pretty surprised at the end how I couldn't pretty boost at all, but you can see later what I mean by that. It was kinda laggy because he used his village ability all the time when it was available when the first CMG come out, which was pretty stupid. And yeah, let's say that this guy was pretty stupid. I mean, it's obvious if you wanna be toxic to me, use it the correct way and not be stupid. Like, comment down below and say that I suck or that I'm mad when you're the first person who BM'd me always, so I don't care, to be honest. So you used this village and I kinda lagged, which was not nice. At least the replay doesn't lag, which is pretty nice. And here comes the another CMG, which was pretty easy to defend, but yeah, kinda laggy. I don't know why he used or gets up like 6 flash bombers when he can always go for 4 or 3 when he uses a 4-2 or 4-1 village to decrease the cooldown. And as you can see, pretty laggy when once he uses his village. And that way I kinda lagged out and panicked. Kind of. But as you can see, it's pretty decent, and as you can see of my powers, we have the exact same powers. Only issue is I have all 3 lightnings and all 3 big boom busters. He most likely will be use these in like around 53 to 55, one of them, to handle the CMGs, I think. I may be wrong, but he also wanted to rush me on round, I think 56. Because as you can see, he is saving up money since he can't really fit any more wizards yet. Yes. No, it's blocked, so I can't really speak that much. Ninjas. But as you can see, 262,000, 270,000, and he started to send me CMGs. I was pretty surprised, and of course I spammed Sia because it's pretty easy to defend with rods. I did not even use a single big boom buster in my entire game, and it was like pretty hilarious, so he started to eco again. But as you can see, it's pretty laggy, and it's so stupid that it's so laggy. But what can I say, it's so stupid, and I rushed him immediately. He's probably gonna use his first big boom buster, yep. He shredded that 1 to 5 CMGs pretty easily and fast. Which is of course normal with the power that you got, which is the Big Boom Buster. Big Boom Buster, if you don't know what it is, it does, I think, 4 times the damage and has 3 uses, and the Big Boom Buster, or Big Boom Beatdown I think it's called, it has 4 uses and has triple damage, I think, and I think that's pretty good, if I'm not mistaken. So I kept saying Sia, and of course I knew he's gonna die, so I jokingly used the Big Boom Buster, and he dies after it. So here he goes, and I used it as well. Laughed at him again, and then he surrendered, because he knew he would die. And that was pretty funny. And now to the last game. I don't know if I recorded that, but it's pretty funny. Where is it? Atom. Where is it? Here it is. Here's the person called Atom. It was pretty intense, I would say that, for sure. We both started with our first towers, which was the Ninja and the Engineer. My, of course, is the Ninja farm Modern. He has the Ninja farm Engie, which is okay, I guess. Put a slowdown, of course, then I base bombed this guy because of the um, things that he sent, and then he kept sending face bombs, which was pretty stupid and toxic, even though I wanted to stop, but best of luck, I guess. Of course, he's out-farming me because I have more income than this guy, because I was so aggressive. I sent about not so many yellows, but he still got his Balloon Trap and sold his farm, I think, for that. I used boost to defend the region rainbows, sold my 2 farms, maybe only one if I had enough money for it, and got the Balloon Shits up to defend his round 14 rush, I believe. Now we're at round 18. Now we can go back to ×2. As you can see here, mobs kind of tough, so I had to use 2 Boltrixes with distraction and easily defended it. Of course, there is some type of lag, which is not nice. I have way more income than this guy, and I also sent lads and whites. But I didn't know that he already buffed his second engineer for Blue Trap, and that way I had mistakenly forgot it. And here I perfectly timed my BFP boost, which was pretty nice. So it lasted till, I think, 1/3 of the map, which is pretty nice. And he went for his sabotage. I think he sought his NG. Yep, he did. And he goes for the slowdown once it was in a range of 3 inches that he has buffed, and he boosted, I believe. Yeah, because he didn't want to die, apparently. So, of course, I was out farming and I got the factory, and I got just in time to send in BFP, which was his doom. Spoiler alert. And he didn't manage to slow it down, because I don't know why he didn't. If he did slow it down, he would be amazingly good. As you can see, it's already ×1, so you can see who dies first. Of course, it's not me, because I wouldn't really record any losers that are stupid, or if I got outfarmed pretty hardly. So I, of course, tried to get my sabotage up, sabotage blind 9, to, of course, get it ready and defend. I was like, ooh, he defended my BFP, but no, he did not. It was lag and he died. And of course, he already used all his tower boosts, which was pretty nice. Actually, yeah, I also face-bombed because it was pretty funny. And then, for the last game, I think it was against Balloon Boss, I want to show you guys what I meant by the invisible balloon that I died to. So this guy, the Balloon Boss, this guy actually was so greedy. I don't know why he was so greedy, but this guy was so greedy, he sought his defense for more income, or like more farms. And I was so shocked to see that he was trying to do that all the time. And he used his sword tools to get me leaked and give him a lot of income, which did not happen unless, of course, when I got leaked, I couldn't really defend it with my lightning, sadly. And of course, I outfarmed him with the income pretty easily and fast. Of course, if you can probably see in his side, he probably sought his boat and got his binding boomer up. And probably sought his binding boomer for more farms, if I'm not mistaken. But he was so greedy, I was really shocked that he was so greedy, and he was also so toxic. And this Balloon Boss guy is also a Marvin Dupe account user, which is not surprising to see that this guy is pretty bad, because as you can see, he's greeding so hard. He sought his farm, and I rushed him, and he boosted immediately with a boost, which is called, of course, the damage boost, if you don't know what that is. If you're living on a rock, JK. The damage boost gives you 2 times more popping players, which means if you go against yellows, it will turn into reds. And same goes to the higher ups, it will always downgrade to 2. The damage boost was pretty OP, it had 3 layers of damage, and that was pretty amazing. Then he sent me an empowered balloon boost, which was the BFB, which also had like, I think a CMG HP stuff, and I used it in Molotov so I don't die. And as you can see, I have way more income as this guy, and I also defended the CMG. But you will see what I meant with the invisible balloon. He sought his aircraft here, I think, and rushed me again, and I used the mobs. He of course sought his freaking factory again, or his defense, and for whatever reason, as you can see here, he sought his farm. I would easily defend it, which you can also see. Mortar micro, pretty easy and fast. I had a big one as well. I popped the ball, and then I used another mortar micro, or mortar ability. I think I should have. I should have, to be honest, but I boosted and used all my Boltrix. But as you can see, it's only 2 seconds. Only a few seconds. Sort my 3-2 Boltrix. Now look what happens. You can see no freaking balloon is in my area or screen. What happens? I fucking die. I don't know what balloon came through, but I died. I was pretty pissed because I saw no freaking balloon on my screen and I freaking died. I don't know what happened, but it was pretty disappointing and really sad to see, because I had the W already so much and it was so sad. I don't know what happened, but it's whatever. And then, of course, I have a deal with my member, which is probably Xavier. This guy offered me, if we get 60k keys, which I also write here, 60k keys at the end of the week, only for in total, then we will be doing, or I will be getting 60 subscribers or more if he kept his promise, that is. And as you can see, I'm the only one who is grinding pretty much because this is a clan for everyone, because, I mean, as you can see, not everyone has the top 100 badge, nor has they have the top 1000 badge, which is not great. But again, I am trying to support people, and if they can't get that much mats, then of course they can claim the reward, and then that's the end. Of course, if you want to see more content of mine, you can always subscribe to me, and I could probably do one more of those videos where I watch and explain what I did on my games in Battles TV. But for now, if you want to see more, then hit me up, comment down below, subscribe, and hit the like button if you want to see more, and of course if you want to support me, that is. Alright, that's it. Have a nice juicy day in this warm, pretty hot, whelming weather, and peace out.